Hey everyone, welcome back to the best coin channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to at least 10,000 subs over here. That way we can start selling merchandise at the store. And you can get a t-shirt, a mug, a visor, a sticker, what have you, once we get to 10,000 subs. So that'll be pretty epic. So please like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get over to moneymetals.com so we can check out the live spot prices and the availability of that American Silver Eagle. Looks like gold's up $2.30 to 1960.45. Probably on its way to 2,000, I would imagine. That's only $40 away. Silver up 3 pennies to 23.08. Platinum down 4.20 to 896.80. It's been hovering around that $900 mark. And then palladium down 23.50 to 11.45.45. And in stock, American Silver Eagle will cost you an $8.49 premium. Now, over here to the Mint's webpage for the bullion sales. They're updated every weekday by 5 p.m. No new tales to tell, but we can tell you that we're over 20 million American Silver Eagles for the year so far. We could see up to 23, maybe 21 if we get lucky. So who knows? Keep an eye on that. Now, over here, this is important. And I touched on the Cheerio dollar about 4 or 5 videos ago, and they must have heard me over there at CoinWeek IQ, because here we go, because we're the best dang YouTube coin channel out there. This is 2000 Cheerios Cent History and Value by CoinWeek, and they even mentioned Richard Gidroich from Numismatic News, so that's kind of amazing. So here you go. This is the Cheerios penny, all right, not the Cheerios dollar, because if you get the Cheerios dollar, you just hit the jackpot. But check this out. This is important too, because you could also hit the jackpot for the Cheerios cent, because I think there's a wide AM, and it's about 10% of the 10 million that have been actually sent out there. So good luck. I hope you find it. And really, because it's on this black board right here, you can't see the reverse of it so well. And it was struck, I believe, with a proof die reverse instead of the mid-state circulating. So here we go. Let's launch this video. That's a 2000 Cheerios cent with official certificate of authenticity. That's the back, that's the front, that's the coin right there. Now it says here, why were 10 million Lincoln cents distributed in box of Cheerios? Well, the answer's right here. The United States Mint was going gonzo, and they, well, when don't they, right? As part of an innovative major PR campaign, public relations campaign, in 2000, the United States Mint teamed up with processed food manufacturer General Mills. That's their sign right there with the big blue G. In addition to the millions of dollars spent on TV ads and other activities, the Mint delivered 10 million Lincoln cents and 5,500 of the new Sacagawea golden dollars. Those are the ones worth bank, I'm telling you, to the company, which were then inserted into the boxes of Cheerios cereal. All right, here we go. Each specially marked box, oh, I love what's saying that. Each specially marked box contained 1 Lincoln cent, which was advertised as being one of the first pennies of the new millennium. New millennium, right? Every 2,000 box included a cent and 1 of the new Sacagawea dollars, while every 4,400 box had a certificate redeemable for $100 to be paid out in Sacagawea dollars. Given the inclusion of the rare Cheerios dollar variety, the lucky cereal buyer was one who received the single dollar coin. Yeah, what's better, $100 or a single dollar coin worth thousands of dollars, right? That's amazing. And there's a Cheerio box right there. Whole grain Cheerios, toasted whole grain oat cereal. That's box top for education. As part of a healthy diet, the soluble fiber in Cheerios may help reduce your cholesterol. That's what they say there. Here we go. This is the ad at the bottom right. 1 free inside, first pennies of the new millennium. You could also win $1 or $100 in new golden dollar coins. See back for details. That's huge. Now, here we go. Did you find one of these ever back in 2000? I passed on this. I don't even remember what I was doing in 2000, actually. I think it was Y2K, right? Yeah. Each of the newly labeled Cheerios cents was encapsulated in a plastic blister pack mounted on the black cardboard card. All right. The card was decorated with images of the date, Sacagawea dollars, and Lincoln cents. Interestingly enough, while all the other cents issued for this campaign were struck by the Philadelphia Mint, the illustrations on the card are all of S coins struck at San Francisco. That might be the proof reverse. Somebody might have got confused, yeah? While NGC uses the designation Cheerio promotion for the Lincoln cent and PCGS labels them as a minor variety. See, that's one thing I don't really dig about the grading companies is that they're not standardized. Let's all get on the same page, shall we? Like, for example, the proof, one uses PF and one uses PR. Yeah, I know that's not that big of a deal, but when you go looking online to buy one on eBay, you actually have to put both differences there. So that's like, what? It's basically a waste of time. Now, here we go. let's go here. Most of the coins are nothing more than ordinary 2000 dated Philadelphia cents. In fact, the only way to differentiate them is the promotional packaging. Therefore, while third-party grading companies do have a special designation Cheerios cents and dollars, the coins must be submitted sealed inside the original packaging to qualify. And that's what I was saying to you. That's when you won't find out whether or not, because that's the certificate of authenticity. That's the back. It's not clear. You can't see the coin. It'd have been cool if you could see the coins back, but they didn't have enough foresight back then. I wonder if they would do something now. But that's when you see the close wide AM, whichever it was. Now, here we go. I'm going to get to that in a minute. I don't want you to know exactly what's what. It says here the current value of a 2000 Cheerios cent in the original packaging is about $10. Absolutely. And I showed you that in that video from about 4 or 5 days ago, that you can still pick these up. And what's interesting is that even pre-pandemic, they were about $10, maybe $12. So the price for these have not really changed that much in the 3 or 4 years since, well, about 4 years ago. What am I trying to say? Let me keep on keeping. I'm sounding like a knucklehead. Now, some 2000 Cheerios cents are more valuable. Absolutely. Now, it says here, not all 2000 Cheerios cents are even common. According to writer Richard Gidroyich, I love saying that, Gidroyich, around 1 million or 10% of the Cheerios cents can be identified as wide AM reverse varieties, with the letters AM in America placed farther apart than the standard type. This means the coins were struck using a proof reverse die. However, in order to identify this variety, the coin would need to be removed from the original packaging and would therefore not be eligible to receive the Cheerios promotion designation. Wah, wah. Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Isn't that something? That's just so frustrating for everybody who collects these. It's yeah. Well, there's got to be a way, right? 2000 Lincoln cents with the wide AM reverse often sell for $30 or more. The other one was $10, right? So about 3 times more. 2000 Cheerios cents in top grades are worth thousands of dollars. There we are. And look at that. There it is. That's the beauty of it. The 2000 Cheerios Lincoln cent sold for $3,600 at auction, and it doesn't say which mint state it was, but let's keep going. Maybe we'll find out. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale. That's the Sheldon scale, with uncirculated coins graded between 60 and 70. Most coins that are freshly struck for circulation are not perfect to begin with, and the process of ejecting the coin from the press and feeding it into the large bag of other cents puts it in constant contact with other coins. Danger, danger, right? There goes your coin's mint state grade. This will inevitably impart scratches, right, and other imperfections onto a coin's surface, limiting its potential grade. So you're probably not going to see very many of them in a mint state 70, if any at all. Nevertheless, when the conditions are right, a few coins will make it into circulation with minimal issues. These coins are called superb gem by collectors and grade mint state 67 or finer. Wow, that's amazing. That's probably the ones that are worth good money. The finest grade certified for a 2000 Cheerios cent is a mint state 68 red. And it doesn't say if it's NGC or PCGS, but, that's the way it goes. I like details. It's all in the details, right? In this condition, cents can bring as much as $3,500 or $37.25. In fact, Stack Bowers sold one example described as virtually pristine with smooth fields and sharp details in May of 2019 for $3,600. Isn't that something? And that's basically what I'm talking about. There hasn't been too much movement in these Cheerios dollars, or Cheerios cents rather. Now, if you get a Cheerios dollar, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different webpage. Now, the design, the obverse of the 2000 Lincoln cent was originally designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. And, in that video I did the other day, we also talked about the VDB with the extra V, right? So that's another one worth good money as well, whose minuscule details or initials, VDB, appear under the shoulder of Abraham Lincoln's bust. The right-facing profile of Lincoln shows the 16th president during his time as the nation's commander-in-chief at the height of the American Civil War, which spanned from 1861 through 1865, the latter being when President Lincoln was assassinated. Now it says here, to the right of Lincoln is the date 2000. Since the coin was struck in the Philadelphia Mint, there's no mint mark except for 1 year the United States Mint made a penny with a mint mark, and that was 2017. So if you do find some 2017 pennies and it has a P on it, yeah, you might want to keep it, at least consider it, especially if it's in high grade. Behind Lincoln's head is the inscription Liberty, centered along with the upper rim of the coin and an arc over Lincoln's head. The motto is "In God We Trust." We all know that and love that design, right? In God We Trust, the Liberty, the 2000, and there's the VDB. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, and the wide A. Look at that. It's backwards. I wonder why they did that. That's interesting. There's the close to wide AM right there. Bam. Isn't that something? I didn't even know that was backwards until I just saw it. I was like, hey. It's all in the details, right? Now, here we go. The reverse. of the 2000 Lincoln Memorial Cent is anchored by an elevation view of the iconic Washington, D.C. memorial dedicated to the late president. The relatively high detail of Lincoln Memorial design is sharp enough to reveal a tiny visage of Lincoln sitting in his chair, replicating in the 19-foot-tall statue visitors will encounter inside the actual monument, which was dedicated back in 1922. That's amazing. I wonder why they didn't have a coin celebrating that last year. That'd have been something. Now, below the image of the Lincoln Memorial is the coin's denomination, 1 cent, and along the top center of the rim is the legend, United States of America. The phrase E pluribus unum is inscribed 2 lines under the legend, and above the Lincoln Memorial designer Frank Gasparo's initials FG are seen at the bottom right of the Lincoln Memorial, just above a shrub. Now, the edge of the 2000 Cheerios Lincoln is smooth or plain without any reading, as all other Lincoln cents. There it is. Oh, hey, wait, whoop, whoop, whoop. Coin specs, here we go. Issue, United States of America, year of issue, 2000. Denomination is 1 cent. No mint mark, that means it's Philadelphia. The mintage right here, bam, 10 million out of the standard, 5.5 billion coins, right? 95% copper. What? Is that even right? Is the Cheerios Cent actually 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc? If so, that's kind of a big deal. Now, the weight is 2.5 grams. The diameter is 19.05 millimeters. Got the plain edge, like they talked about. Victor David Brenner, VDB, Frank Gasparo, and it is the business strike that qualifies for the MS designation. Wow, I didn't even know it was copper, or even brass or bronze, or whatever you want to call it. That's something. I wonder if that's even true. Gosh, that might be a typo. I got to do more digging. I didn't even know that. Now, over here to the plus ones, which is Proverb 10:21. It says here, if the lips of a righteous person will nourish many, the lips of the righteous person will nourish many, but the foolish will die through a lack of understanding heart. And I believe what that means, that multitudes of people benefit from the prayers and blessings of righteous people. Isn't that something? Every word, every awesome phrase, every blessing that these people give gives people hope, right? Isn't that something? Now over here to 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Pearl Jam 10, the full album. So you get 53 minutes, 25 seconds worth of quality music by Irish O African. I think that's Jimi Hendrix' heritage, by the way, is Irish African American. African American and Irish. Isn't that something? Who knew? Now, with that said, I want to thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hanging out this long. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please share. Tell a friend. We're trying to, like I said, get this channel up to 10,000 subs at least, minimum. That way we can start pumping out some really kick-butt merchandise. Yeah, I said butt. Stacker out.